Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So we're here live. Yes, let me know in the comment. Please get in. Let me know in the comment. Good morning. Good morning. Join our live session so we can get started. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, how are you? Hi, Blantin Alombe. How are you? How are you feeling this morning? Okay, so good morning. Good morning. How are you? Who's here? You do have a question, please put it in the comment. Just put your question in the comment so we can answer it. Unless you want to answer, you want to ask your question live. If you want to ask your question live, I can send you the link so you can ask it live. But just know that it's going to stay here on YouTube public. So if you don't want to be public, then just put it in the comment, okay? Good morning, Danikos Hodges. Good morning. Can you have pending vow with I? Can I do? Okay. Dominicus Hodges says, good morning. Can you have pending vow I-360 with I-485 and credit asylum? What can I do? Okay. So you have been granted asylum. Okay. Then usually when a person has been granted asylum, they can adjust status. After 1 year, they can file for adjustment of status. With the current policy, you can even file now, but they are not going to look at your application until after 1 year of being granted asylum. So now the question is, should I withdraw my I-136 with I-485 pending? If it's a valid claim, I don't think you should withdraw it. The reason being is because you don't want to raise suspicion to USCIS. You don't want to do it because you know it's your, if your claim is valid, it's valid. You already applied. Just leave it there until they make a decision on it. But if you get your green card based on asylum, at that point you can have a valid reason to withdraw your I-360 and I-485 if it hasn't been granted yet, right? So if I were you, I'll leave all application pending. That's it. As long as they are valid. Yeah, as long as they are valid, you can have it. Usually, with employment based, if it was employment based, then you can transfer to another category because maybe you're claiming that this category visa availability is taking too long. That's why I'm transferring to the other category. But if you have the one that you have pending, really just leave it there. If it gets granted before your asylum green card, then that's fine, right? So yeah, and depending on how long it has been pending, really, if I-360 is a valid claim and I-485 is valid, it has been pending, because remember the green card takes at least 3 years. Sorry, for the I-360 to be approved, it's taking at least 3 years. So what I will do is I'm just going to leave both applications. If they're valid, just leave it there, because the other green card is based on asylum. The other one is based on vow. And the other one is already pending there. So let's Yeah, the reason I don't like people to withdraw their application, it's because you don't want to raise suspicion. You have to have a valid reason as to why you're withdrawing your application, because you don't want them to think that you were just filing baseless claim, like frivolous claim. That's dangerous. Okay. In coming October, we'll have 3 work permit AD from TPS, AD from pending, and, and CPT from. Which one is the safest, best to use to work? Oh my God. Raj Chanel, if you are a student, if you are on a student visa, you should follow student visa regulations. Unless you have some type of asylum pending. Yeah, if you are on a student visa, you cannot violate student visa. Right, you cannot violate student visa thing, because remember, when a person is a student, uh, they have to follow the student visa regulations, right? So then if they have TPS, then within that time they have a valid lawful status. But the thing is, the student visa always preempt the other visas, because you really have to follow student regulations, really, because you haven't changed your status in terms of adjusting it. You're not the lawful permanent resident yet. To be safe, you have to follow the student visa regulations. That's to be safe. Okay. Oh, after getting your EAD card, just go to the Social Security office and ask them for the yeah, just tell them that you got your work permit, so you didn't receive your Social Security. You want to apply for it. Yeah, just go to the Social Security's office with your valid work permit. It used to come with the work permit, like before the work permit or 2 weeks after, but nowadays we don't know what's going on. So just go to the Social Security office, okay? Oh, you have a pending asylum, but you got your green card through marriage. So do I need to withdraw my asylum before going back to my country as the regime change? Yeah, this is the deal with asylum, right? When a person applies for asylum, basically they're claiming that they cannot return home because of persecution. So if you think that things have changed in your country, that you can be safe to return, then you have to withdraw your application with proof, right? To say that, well, things has changed. I feel safe to return home now. That's why I'm withdrawing my application. Because if the asylum is still pending and you go home in your country of origin, when you come back, it's going to be a problem. They're going to say that you file a frivolous asylum. Then they're going to take away your green card, even though it's based on marriage. So you really have to be careful with those things. Gotta be careful with those things. Let me see if they have a question on. Okay, on Instagram they have questions. Sorry. Is it possible to speed up motion to terminate removal proceedings? Reacher 100Q10. The first question is your case pending, like open? Like, do you have a hearing date? That's the first question I'll ask. If you have a hearing date, basically your case is pending, then the answer is yes, you can file if motion to expedite because you have a case pending, you have a hearing date, you can try. Is it going to work? Possibly not. But you have a way to do it. You can try, especially if you're trying to terminate with BIA. You can try expedite, but you have to show compelling reasons as to why you want this thing to be expedite. But if your case was already closed, like basically you have already been ordered removed, and now you're terminating, you're trying to join motion with ICE so you can terminate removal based on I-130, they're not going to speed it up. It's not a priority for them. It's just like a waste of your money and time. Yeah. When somebody has already been auto removed, now the new relief is available, like I-130 is available. So now they're going back to trying to reopen their case and terminate removal proceedings. You cannot speed it up. You cannot speed this process up. They're not even going to entertain it because it's not a priority for them. As a matter of fact, you are on basically you have to be almost like begging them, right? So that they can reopen your case and terminate removal proceedings. So that's how I'll answer that question. Amada Abada, how long they take travel documents? What center? It depends. Nowadays, when people are applying for green card based on marriage, when you apply concurrently, it's taking between 3 to 6 months to get the work permit and the advance parole. So if you're talking about travel document as far as refugee or asylee is concerned, it's just depend what center, maybe 12 months. It's just depend on what center your case will go. Okay. So who else is here? Good morning, Amada. Good morning, Richard. Who else is here on Instagram? Please like, please share my video, by the way. Richard 100, I hope I answer your question late. Let me go back to YouTube and see what we got there on Facebook. Blandine Alombe, did you get your answer? Okay. Ngwanda, good morning, Bijoux. My parents didn't have marriage certificate in their days, but they are still living together and have both names on my birth certificate. What do you mean no? Blandine Alombe, what do you mean no? I already answered the question. I said it depends, right? If you have proof that the regime has changed, you can ask USCIS to withdraw your case. But the thing is, you just have to keep in mind that if a person applies for asylum, really what they're claiming is that they cannot go back home because they'll be persecuted. If your claim was based on politics and then the regime has changed, then yes, you have a reason to tell them, well, I don't feel like I'll be persecuted anymore because the regime has changed. This is proof, and I want to withdraw my application. That way, when you travel back home, you might be a little bit safe, but just know that if you don't do that, you go home, you come back, it's going to be a problem. With an asylum pending, it's a problem. It's a serious problem. Okay, you got it now, Blondine Alombe. By the way, please like, please share. We got 12 people in the live session. Please like, please share. We're here to answer questions, but we need the favor from you so you can share our videos so we can reach a lot of people. Okay, so Ngwanda. Yeah, Ngwanda, your parents don't need to get married for you to file for I-130. The only thing you need is to show a relationship, like they are your parent. The name are on your birth certificate. You can file for them. Yeah, if you are a U.S. citizen and you want to file for your parent, the document that they're trying to see. How do you need a consultation? Oh, let me send you the link for consultation. This is what I like when people really need a consultation. Okay, consultation link is here. Blandine, this is a consultation link. Yeah, you can schedule it on your own time. Okay, schedule your consultation right there. Anyway, so I was answering Ngwanda. So what I'm saying is this, right? If you are a U.S. citizen and you're trying to apply for your parents, you're welcome, Blondine Alumbe. You're welcome. If you're a U.S. citizen and you're trying to apply for your parents, they don't have to be married in order for you to file I-130, because the reason being is because what you're trying to claim is a relationship between you and your parents. That's it. And you're going to file two separate I-130s petitions. So basically, birth certificate is the one that shows that those are your parents. They gave birth to you. And on the I-130 petition, there's a question that asks if you basically you were born when they were married or not married. That's when you're going to answer that question. But they don't have to be married. So that's my answer. They don't have to be married for you to file for them. You just have to show that they are your parent with your birth certificate. If they don't accept the birth certificate, you can do a DNA test. But the birth certificate is enough to claim relationship. That's it. They don't have to be married. Okay. Unonchi Ngwanda, did you get it? Yeah, I hope you get it. Who else has here a question on Instagram? I guess I answer all the people on Instagram. What else? Okay. SA, welcome back. What happened to defective cases after pleading were taken and Judge Quent volunteer departure? SA, isn't it that you already reopened your case and it's still pending with BIA? You're welcome. Yeah, SA, isn't it that you already reopened your case and now you're waiting for it to be granted by BIA or something along those lines? Yeah, so if you're waiting, you're waiting. We already talked about your case. Just wait for the decision. That's it. So when a person enter pleadings after the notice was defective, it means that they agree with everything that was said. But there's always an argument to be made after the facts, after that, that case that came, Garland v. Chavez. The people were making the argument after the facts, even though they took the pleadings. So now it's a matter of the court to agree with your argument or not. You see, that's how I'll answer that question. We hope you get it, okay? We hope you get it. We wish you good luck. We hope you get it. We only want you to like and share our videos, okay? Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you very much for sharing, okay? Yes, we're still here answering questions. If anybody has a question, just please put it in the comment. Just please put it in the comment. We're here to answer your questions, okay? And if anybody need a consultation, all my consultation are either on my description box or on my profile link. Anybody else? We're here to answer questions. So what's going on? The good news for VAWA applicant is this, right? I've been talking about it. The good news is that VAWA applicant First of all, the one that are applying now, the fees are waived automatically for green card and work permit and travel document, as opposed to people who are applying for green card based on marriage, right? Those one have to pay the fees, and they have to pay for the work permit fees, and they have to pay for the advance parole as well. But for our applicant, the fees are waived when filed concurrently. That's a great news, number one. Number two, another great news is that once you have your green card based on abuse, based on VAWA, then you can get you'll be eligible to apply for U.S. citizenship 3 years from your residency, provided that you've been residing in the U.S. for at least 18 months. That's the requirement, and you're a person of good moral and character. So, you know, with this good moral and character, this is the main thing, right? The good moral and character. You have to be a good person in order to get your U.S. citizenship. So it's still okay if they can get marriage certificate. Yeah, it's okay if they want to get married, but it's not a requirement. That's what I'm saying. It's not a requirement for you to apply for them. It's not a requirement. If they decide to get married, that's like their choice to be married. But it's not a requirement for you to apply for your parents. Okay. Anybody else? So I guess we answer all those questions. We're still waiting for you to ask other questions before I go on TikTok, because I'm going to be on TikTok as well. I'm going to be on TikTok as well. You're welcome. You're welcome. Please like, please share. Let's see. Richard 100Q. We did answer your question, right? I hope you were there when we answered it. You can rewatch this video on YouTube because we did answer your question. Amada Ababa, we did answer your question as well. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Yeah. We got a couple more minutes. Couple more minutes. Couple more minutes. Anybody else? Yeah, we have been answering questions on immigration topics, most important immigration topics. And if you don't have a question, good morning. Yeah, good morning. It's actually 12:03, so good afternoon for those who came late. SA fees varies, as you said, right? asylum, depending is it in court or outside of court. Outside of court, like with USCIS, you have to start with 5K. In court, you have to start with 8K and up, depending on whether we have a valid asylum claim or not. It just varies. Because sometimes in court we just dismiss the case if the claim is not valid, then you don't have to pay that much. You pay half because we're just trying to dismiss it. If we're gonna have to, is the consultation fee included, Nick? Sometimes I don't include it, but depending on the fees, right? If you're paying really like 5K and up, well, I can subtract it just as a favor, but most of the time I do not include it, and if higher, because my consultation fees is 175, right? It's not like 300 or 500 like some other people. So yeah, it's just gonna depend case by case and how much really the person is paying. Yeah. Do you have an asylum claim, SA, or are you trying to get from somebody else? For you, we're still waiting for your we're just waiting for your case. If you want to refer somebody, just send them this consultation link, okay? Yeah. Send them the consultation link. We can do a Zoom consultation, okay? They can just click on it, pay, and we will do a Zoom consultation. You can join them if they're your friend, if they want to, so we can talk. Yeah, it's like 30 minutes, but my Zoom link goes from 30 to 40 minutes, and that's enough time to talk about the case anyway. So just send them the consultation link, and then we can schedule it. Yeah, send them a consultation link. That's the consultation link. They can schedule it, okay? You can refer them to the YouTube channel as well, but you can just send them the consultation link. Yeah, send them the consultation link. Then you can be with them on the consultation, so you can translate for them. Which language are you speaking? SA, which language? Is it Spanish? What language? Oh, you're from Gambia and Senegal. But Senegal, they speak French, right? Some of them speak, I can speak French with them if they want to speak French. Because I'm from the Congo. So some of them I know from Senegal, some of them speak French. So what you can do is like give them that consultation link. You can help them, make an appointment. We can talk via Zoom. Yeah, so some of them speak French, we can speak French, but you can translate for them. So yeah, schedule the consultation link, because sometimes people just need second opinion, right? They can talk to somebody else. We can guide them, stuff like that. Okay, you're welcome. Thank you. Anybody else? We're trying to wrap up. We are trying to finish, because I want to go on TikTok. I'm trying to make my presence known on TikTok, because sometimes on TikTok you get there, nobody's there. So I'm gonna be trying until I get some type of audience on TikTok as well. Okay. Thank you very much. 30 minutes live session. We got all questions answered. If you miss it, you can rewatch the video on YouTube or Facebook. Thank you very much. Let me see if there is one more question. Thank you very much. Until next time. Bye bye.